Hey everybody. For today, this week sort of feels out of joint and sort of weird for language. We did cursive yesterday. Today we're going to take a look at summarizing. Tomorrow we're going to take a look at adverbs. It feels like we're doing a lot of different things. We kind of are. We're starting a few new things all at the same time. So we're starting to get into summarizing and we're learning about adverbs, and cursive is always in there. So even though this week feels a little bit everywhere, it's all going to come together again. So a summary is, if I want to know what a book is about, I might ask you to give me a summary of it. And a summary is just you telling me what the book is about, but you use less words than the book. Because if I want to know what the book is about and I'm going to read the book, I'll just read the book. If I ask you what the book is about, I want you to tell me very quickly what the book is about. So summarizing is learning to take a whole bunch of words like in a book and make them much, much smaller. So you're only telling me maybe a paragraph, 5 to 10 sentences about what this whole story is about. We can summarize a book, like if you're reading a novel. We could summarize an article, like if you read an article in a newspaper or a textbook. We could summarize a picture book. There's lots of things we can summarize. There is a template that we can use to help us summarize very easily. Some of you have already seen this. Some of you have actually used it this year, and it's called Someone Wanted But So. So those words together sort of sound weird, but what they do is they help us summarize a story. Let's go through a story that I know you all know, and let's summarize it using these 4 words. Let's summarize Goldilocks because we've been working with that last month. So in Goldilocks, we start with someone. Who is the story about? Well, the title is pretty clear. It's about Goldilocks. So someone is Goldilocks. Let's move down to wanted. What did she want? Well, in our story Goldilocks, Goldilocks wanted porridge and a rest. She wanted to sit and she wanted to nap. So Goldilocks wanted to eat something and then have a nap. Great. But what was the problem? And if you remember way back to the beginning of the year, you'll remember that every good story has a problem of some sort. So what was Goldilocks' problem? Okay, what's the but? So Goldilocks wanted to have some porridge and take a nap, but she decided to do that in the bear's house instead of her own house. That was really the problem here. She could have just stayed at home, ate some food, and took a nap, but the problem is she decided to break into someone else's house and do that. So someone, Goldilocks, wanted porridge and a nap, but she decided to break into someone's house to get those things. So, how does she solve this problem? So, when Goldilocks woke up and saw the bears, she ran away. I just told you the entire story of Goldilocks and the 3 bears, all the important parts of it, and I did it very quickly. So let's go over our summary. Goldilocks wanted porridge and to take a nap, but she decided to break into the bear's house to get those things. So when the bears came home, she had to run away. That's the story, and that's how quickly I can tell you what the story is because I went through that framework. Now, today what you're going to do is you're going to take this framework and you're going to summarize a story that you've been reading. If you are in the middle of a chapter book, you could summarize the past chapter. You could summarize what you know so far. Or you could even say, I don't really want to do this book. I want to do the book I read last time. That's fine too. And you're going to use those for 4 words, someone wanted but so, to help you summarize the story. Now, I have sent you a template that you can print off and use to do this, but it's basically 4 boxes with those 4 words in it. So if you are short of paper or short of ink, you do not need to print that one off. You can very easily write those words down on a paper and use them to help you write this summary. So you're going to work on that today. Summarize a story that you have read recently using those words. Have fun with it, and I expect that you're probably choosing a whole bunch of different stories. Don't do Goldilocks. I just gave you all the answers for Goldilocks, so choose something different. I will talk to you tomorrow.